in Fullmetal Alchemist. Now let's get started with fact number 1. Did you know that before the creation of Fullmetal Alchemist, Hiromu Arakawa considered using the concept of the Philosopher's Stone in an independent manga similar to Harry Potter? And the art of alchemy happened to pop up during her research. Her fascinations with alchemy led to the establishment of equivalent exchange as a theme and the introduction of state alchemists. Quoting her, "The more I read up on alchemy, the more interesting I found it." She recalls, "I was more attracted to the philosophical aspects of it than the practical ones." This led to Arakawa to research many subjects such from philosophy, religion, history, and various other areas to create Fullmetal Alchemist. This can be shown by the name of her characters, as many of the names in Fullmetal Alchemist have a historical root. An example is the 7 homunculus we see, who are named after Christianity's 7 deadly sins, which would lead you to hell. Fact number 2. The alchemists have ties to famous alchemists in the past, such as Hohenheim Elric. Hohenheim gets his name from a town in Germany. It's also the surname of Philippus Aurelius Theopastris Bombastus von Hohenheim, more often referred to as Theopastris von Hohenheim, an alchemist with the pen name of Paracelsus, who claimed he had created a living homunculus, outlining detailed procedure on how to do so in his book called The Great Surgery, which was published in 1536. The meaning von Hohenheim on its own is the equivalent of calling oneself, let's say my name was John. It would be equivalent of saying John of London, as I am from London. However, it indicates Arakawa spent at least some time digging through the introductory alchemic histories or texts to choose such a name. Fact number 3. Members in the military in Fullmetal Alchemist are all tied to World War II aircraft names. For example, Colonel Roy Mustang is referred to the P-51 Mustang, which was once a long-range fighter and patrol pursuit category. King Bradley is based off the King Bradley vehicle M2-M3, which is a light armored mid-range tank. Sergeant Major Kaijin Fury is based off the FJ-1 Fury in 1945 plane. Second Lieutenant Jean Havoc is based on the Mi-28 Havoc fighter helicopter. Maze Hughes is based off the Hughes D-2 American fighter bomber aircraft. Lastly, Lieutenant Reza Hawkeye is based off the E-2 Hawkeye. Fact number 4. Did you know that the conflict between the State Alchemist and Scar in volume 2 of the manga is partially drawn from Arakawa's background in Hokkaido, Japan's second largest island? Grounded on the oppression of Aboriginal people of the region Ainu, she explains, "My ancestors were farmers and homesteaders who displaced Ainu and stole their land from them, but ironically enough, some of my own relatives have Ainu blood in them." Scar, in particular in the series, is bent on exterminating that state alchemist, ironically using the very skill that he despises, but rather than being your typical evil antagonist, he's a survivor of war arising from religious differences, in which state alchemists annihilated his bordering homeland under orders. She also stated that she based the conflict of Ishiban people on the current world problems and weren't just specific to Japan itself. And she stated in an interview, "I think the truly serious problem in this world, and when people don't make any effort to learn about these everyday situations, when they turn away from them or view them from only a single perspective." Number 5. In 2003, the anime adaptation of Fullmetal Alchemist initially followed the manga. However, Hiromu Arakawa was still in the process of developing her characters as the anime was catching up, so she requested that the anime should go in a different direction. Arakawa was found herself to be surprisingly satisfied with the end result. She found the homunculus story especially compelling. However, due to the popularity of the anime and manga, she was able to deliver us Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, a full adaptation of her original work. Fact number 6. Did you know whilst writing and creating Fullmetal Alchemist, Hiromi Arakawa changed her pen name and alias to Hiromu Arakawa, which is a male name to avoid being stereotyped and perpetuated to negative associations given to female writers. Fact number 7. Edward Elric's name was inspired from Sir Edward Kelly, who claimed to possess the secret to transmuting base metals into gold, the goal of alchemy essentially, as well as the supposed Philosopher's Stone. Fact number 8. Truth or God or Kami, however you want to present it in the Fullmetal Alchemist series, has a sense of payment for equivalent exchange, however often based on cruel irony. Due to Edward Elric opening the gate in an attempt to bring his mother back through human transmutation, Truth is responsible for taking off Edward's left leg and his brother Alphonse. In this case, the irony was that Edward had to pay the leg he stood on and the only family he recognized as having left. Edward paid his right arm to get Alphonse's soul back, which Truth recognized as equivalent exchange, as one could consider Alphonse being Ed's right-hand man, if you will. As a result, Alphonse lost his whole body and the ability to feel his mother's warmth. Izumi Curtis attempted to bring her stillborn child through human transmutation, and Truth took some of her internal organs, leaving her incapable of ever becoming pregnant again. In a late interview with the author, Arakawa said the Truth was somewhat a hollow version of oneself, as a sort of eternal God or conscience, a sort of negative of that of alchemists. Truth completed itself with the tolls taken by alchemists upon seeing it. Fact number 9. Edward greatly dislikes milk, either for its taste or the fact that it's an opaque white liquid secreted by a cow, or both. He does, however, greatly enjoy stew and marvels that something comprised mainly of milk can taste so good. It is often joked about in both the manga and the anime. The reason he is so short is because he refuses to drink milk. Incidentally, it's quite ironic because Hiromu Arakawa grew up on a dairy farm as a child and grew some inspiration and put that in a character called Edward Elric, as we know. Fact number 10. Edward and Alphonse are close blood kin to father and all the 7 homunculi, because Ed and Alphonse are direct descendants of Van Hohenheim. Additionally, Arakawa has jokingly confirmed that in the manga that Edward as well as Alphonse are technically uncle to the 7 homunculi, as they are related to them by blood. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed going balls deep in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Next up is, we don't know, might be Goku or wherever. Share, like and subscribe and comment, and I think we'll be making a Facebook page and a Twitter. I think it's about time. And yeah, see you guys next time and check out other videos and see you later.